I ain't even gonna fake. I ain't trying to hide my cord, but my phone need to get charged. But excuse me though, look. I feel like people that drink water broke. See, we all got our opinions, right? Cause I don't like water. What the fuck water about to do for me? Shit. Coca-Cola! Cold one! No water! I want no water? The fuck? Water! Who the fuck just asked for water? I want no fucking water? Hell, juice? No Pepsi, but Coca-Cola for sure. You know what I'm saying? Fago. No Mountain Dew. Still believe in that myth. Ain't trying to fuck my nigga up. Yeah, man.
Alright, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Baha Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Baha Hashem, Ruach HaKodesh. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who are learned this truth from. And I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. And, there's going to be a quick lesson, doing a response to this dude, out there in Cleveland. I'm not sure if he's supposed to be a comedian, what, but to me, he's not funny, and he's pretty much saying that, drinking water is for poor people or whatever he said, man. Just the nigga didn't make sense, because again, he's trying to be funny, talking about, oh yeah, man, give me, a Coke. A cold one, Fago, naming off these different sodas, right? Which, up here in the Midwest, we call it pop, but he's naming off these different pops, man. And understand is that there is no pop in the wilderness, man. There's no juice in the wilderness. So, like, while you're talking about, man, I don't want no water, keep that same energy when it's a famine out here, because trust and believe, yo, crispy black ass gonna want some water in that day. So I'm just gonna bring out a couple of scriptures, Lord willing. This lesson is edifying, straight to the point, and I'm just gonna entitle this "Water is a Necessity," and indeed it is, man. Water is one of the key things we need on this earth to survive. So I'm gonna get that in the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 29. In verse 21, it says, the chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and an house to cover shame, right? The main point being water. We need water, water is life, and I'm not even, saying this to be fun. Like, it's literally, man, we need this, to survive. Because again, in the ancient world, there was no damn pop, man. The fuck is a Fago, in the ancient world? The shit didn't exist. This new age crap, man. But understanding that this is one of the chief things we need to survive, man. Food, water, clothing, and shelter. Those 4 basic necessities are the things we need to be able to survive on this earth, because without it, you would die, man. You can go, a while without food, but you can't go, too many days without water, or what? You'll die, So again, water is a necessity. We need it, So you talk about you don't want no water, okay? And just remember, you said it, nigga. You don't want no water. You ain't gonna get no water. When that time comes, when it's a famine out here, a full-blown famine in effect, just remember, you don't want no water. You want a Pepsi. Not a Pepsi, a Coke, nigga. And you ain't gonna get it. So I'm gonna jump to staying in Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 26, which is reiterating the same thing. It says the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water. It lists water first, man. Come on, man. Water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. And right, man, these again are the things we need for survival on the earth, man. We need water. We need food, you know. We need these particular necessities, man, because this is how the Lord set it up, man. We need water. I don't give a damn what he talking about, man. Like, water is one of the best things. And of course, you know, us growing up here in America, you know, we're used to growing up drinking, you know, these heavily processed juices and sodas, man. Like, it's me being an adult now, I truly appreciate drinking water. You know, I should drink it, you know, more, you know, frequently, you know, but still, man, any chance I get to enjoy a bottle of water, spring water at that, you know, I do, you know, because again, man, shit, once this famine is in effect, man, we don't know. You know, this bottle of water we have today, you know, we may have today, may be, you know, maybe the last bottle of water we have until, you know, the Lord sustains us, you know, Lord willing, you know, we be of the elect. Because again, man, that's one thing our people take for granted, man, just basic necessities, you know. People are very wasteful, you know. And again, and it's not even about the women, but again, most women I know don't drink a lot of water as they should. And what? You know, well, water doesn't taste good and this because a lot of the water that we have now, again, is not living water. It doesn't have any, you know, minerals in it, you know, the things that really is supposed to be in it. And every woman, you know, that does drink water that I was spoken to says spring water is nasty. They'd rather have purified water. So you'd rather have water with the minerals stripped out of it, because spring water, which is literally the cleanest water today that we can have, is nasty. Like, come on, man. Like, you people are weird out there. You know, purified water is disgusting. You know, and any other water outside of spring water, if it didn't come from a natural source, I don't want it, man. I do not want it. And that's the one thing you people fail to realize is that, man, like, we need this. And as much water as it is on this earth, the earth is literally mostly water. You know, we here in Michigan, man, we're literally surrounded by lakes, man. You know, so we have, you know, fresh water sources, but what Esau Edom, you know, is going to make it hard for people to be able to drink water, you know. But I'm going to end it on this, man, because I didn't want to make this too long. But again, you know, he's trying to be funny. Now realizing that this video and these words that you spoke is going to come back to bite you in the ass. Because just like it says in the scriptures, man, you know, every word, every idle word should be accounted for in a day of judgment. So just remember, you said you didn't want no water. Cool. More for us. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65 and verse 13. And it says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. All right, the Lord's men, they're going to have food, man. In the midst of a famine, a full-blown famine, while people are starving to death, the men of the Lord, you know, and the elected men, women, and children, they're going to have food, man. They're going to be all right, you know. It says, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. And that's the main point I want to get out this verse, man. It says, my servant shall drink. So again, the elect are going to have water to drink, while what? You wicked niggas out there are going to be thirsty. You're going to be starving to death. You're going to be dying of dehydration. You know, a goofy nigga like this trying to be funny, not understanding that, again, I just read it in Sirach, 2 different scriptures telling you that we need water for survival. Ain't no goddamn Coca-Cola in the wilderness, Pepsi, Faygo, none of these different pops, man, or these processed juices. None of that shit is in the wilderness, man. But what is in the wilderness? Water. he ain't gonna have none. Because remember, I think, drinking water is for broke people or something like that. Like, man, you dumb niggas cut your phones on to say anything, man. Not understanding that some of these things you say, or not even some, a lot of these things you say is gonna come back to bite you in the ass, man. And we gonna laugh at you in that day, It says, behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Slakia. It says, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry of sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. So that's really the point, man. Because again, while the elect are fine, they have food to eat, water to drink, they're gonna be happy, they're gonna be merry, while what you wicked niggas out there are gonna be suffering, dying of hunger, dying of thirst. You're gonna be vexed, and you're gonna be ashamed, because you came up against your own people, and for some of the things that you've said and done and haven't repented from, So laugh it up now, nigga. It's funny to you now. You talking about you don't want no water, cool. More for me and, the other brethren out there, of the hopeful elect. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory. To Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Kodash. I like to give double honors unto the apostles and the artists of Great Millstone, who are let this truth from, and I like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. Till next time I say, Shalom.